The first time I saw Amara, she wasn't trying to impress anyone. She was simply being herself, kind, gentle, and somehow, I couldn't stop looking at her.
A mutual friend introduced us. Just a simple greeting, nothing special. At least that's what I thought. I had no idea that moment would change my life forever.
We started talking. Then talking became friendship. And friendship became something I looked forward to every day. Some love stories happened suddenly. Theirs happened quietly, day after day, moment after moment, until friendship became something deeper, something neither of them could ignore. Then came the question that would change both their lives forever. A question asked with hope and answered with tears of joy. For them, the future had never looked brighter.
Our families celebrated, friends rejoiced, the village came alive with music and laughter. It was the happiest day of my life.
Their home was not the biggest, nor the most luxurious, but it was filled with something far more valuable: peace, love, and hope for the future. Like every young couple, they dreamed about tomorrow, about children, about growing old together, about the life they would build side by side. They believed they had all the time in the world. Then came the news they had both been waiting for. A new life was on the way. Their prayers had been answered. Their family was about to grow.
Happiness filled their home. Family members celebrated, plans were made, names were discussed. Everyone looked forward to the baby's arrival. No one imagined that difficult days were already drawing near.
The months passed gently. The baby continued to grow. Every tiny movement brought excitement. Every kick was a reminder that a new chapter was approaching.
Like every expecting couple, they began to prepare. Small clothes, tiny shoes, simple dreams, each planned a promise. Soon, their home would welcome a new life.
Then came the first warning. At first, it seemed small, but sometimes life changes direction, and neither of them understood how serious the situation had become. More tests were ordered, more appointments followed. The joy that once filled concern, for the first time, fear entered their home.
Despite the warnings, they refused to give up hope. They prayed together and held tightly to the would-be all right.
Some fought with medicine.
Others are fought with faith.
Then came the night that would change everything. The rain arrived first, then the pain. What began as an ordinary evening quickly became a desperate race against time.
Every minute mattered. Every second felt precious. As the storm raged outside, another battle was unfolding inside the car. A battle for two lives.
Events moved quickly. Doctors rushed into action. Nurses moved with urgency. And suddenly, the future rested in the hands of strangers. The hardest moments are often the quietest. The hardest moments, nothing but pray, nothing but hope that the people behind those doors could save the family he loved. Minutes felt like hours. Hours felt like days. The rain continued to fall outside. A husband waited for news that would change his life forever. The night eventually gave way to morning, but the answers Emeka had been waiting for, and as the doctor approached, a terrible truth was already beginning to reveal itself.
The baby had survived.
In a single moment, a child had entered the world, and a mother had left it forever. While one life had ended, another was fighting to begin. Born too early, too small, too fragile, the child now faced a battle of his own. Reality arrived quickly. The baby needed constant care. The hospital bills continued to grow. And beyond the hospital walls, another responsibility was waiting: the burial of his wife. Life had changed in ways Emeka could never have imagined. One chapter had suddenly come to an end. Another had begun under difficult circumstances. Caught between. When grief becomes too heavy, the mind offered arrived in the form of memories. Fragments of a life that now felt painfully distant. He remembered her laughter. He remembered the dreams they had built together, dreams that now existed only in memory. Grief does not always arrive with tears. Sometimes it arrives as silence. For Emeka, the future he had imagined only hours earlier had disappeared. Some goodbyes are spoken, others are carried in the heart. As the memories faded, Amaron, and Emeka would now have to face the future without her. News of Amara's passing spread quickly. Before long, relatives, and some came carrying the weight of tradition.
The house that once echoed with joy now sat in silence. Every corner carried reminders of what had been lost, and every visitor seemed to bring another painful memory.
As preparations began, the elders gathered. Tradition demanded answers, custom demanded direction, and soon, difficult conversations began to unfold. In many communities, tradition is more than a custom. It is a responsibility passed down through generations, stood before Emeka, demanding to be honored. The weight on Emeka's shoulders continued to grow. There were decisions to make, expectations to meet, and responsibilities that could not be ignored. Yet in demanded his attention. A child who depended on him completely. A child who knew nothing of grief. Each day became a journey between two worlds. One focused on honoring the past, the other focused on protecting the future. And Emeka stood between them both. The emotional burden was not the only challenge. There were expenses, arrangements, responsibilities that required more than courage. Each day brought new demands. When the noise finally faded, Emeka was left alone with his thoughts. Questions filled his mind. Questions without easy answers. Questions only time could resolve. The road ahead would not be easy. The pain would not disappear overnight. And as a new day began, so did a new chapter in Emeka's journey. With each passing day, the responsibilities became heavier. There was little time to rest, little time to process the loss. The demands of the moment kept moving forward, and so did Emeka. Many people saw the arrangements. Few saw the burden behind them. Every step required strength, and every challenge reminded Emeka that life had changed forever. Whenever the weight became too much, Emeka returned to the hospital. There, beside his son, he found a reason to keep moving. Life continues. Courage, sometimes it looks like confidence. And refusing to quit, even when the road ahead feels uncertain.
Soon, the preparations were complete. Family members gathered, friends arrived, and everyone prepared to honor a life that had touched so many people.
In moments of loss, communities often come together, not to erase the pain, that no one should carry it alone. Emeka was surrounded by people who cared. The future no longer looked the way he had imagined. But standing there, important, life had entrusted responsibility would shape every decision he made going forward. Hope rarely returns once. A gentle invitation to keep believing that brighter days are possible.